Let's calculate the perimeter of some rectangles. Now, since all squares are rectangles, this also works for squares. So anything that is any shape that is a rectangle, this is going to work for. So, first of all, let's get us a little rectangle out here. Oops, sorry about that. Got to get me a pencil to draw with. Now, I'm going to make it a gridded rectangle here, because you'll see some of these occasionally. Okay, so I've got my grid lines on here. There it is. Now, in order to calculate perimeter, I know I've got to have a length and I've got to have a width. So on this one, a perimeter is a line that goes around the figure. So I'm going to count the lines. So this is 7, and we'll call these centimeters. Close enough. And I'm counting the lines on this side. There are 4. Now there are lots of perimeter formulas, and if you use the formula, it will work. So one of them says that perimeter is equal to length plus width plus length plus width. If you notice, I've got a length here and a width right there and another width over here and another length up here. So that's why that one works, because I've got 2 lengths and 2 widths. Now then someone who was a little bit smarter came along and said, well, why don't we do it this way? Why don't we say perimeter is equal to 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, because I've got 2 lengths and 2 widths again. And then you can get other people who will come down and they will say, well, why don't we just do it this way? Why don't we say perimeter is equal to 2 times whatever the length plus the width is? Every single one of these formulas will work. I like this one because there's less calculating to do. I'm lazy. What can I say? So let's use this middle one for this one right here. We're going to use 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So I've got perimeter is equal to 2 times 7. So I'm going to put this in parentheses plus 2 times 4. Putting that in parentheses. The parentheses are telling me I've got to do what's in parentheses first. So 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 4 is 8. So if I did 14 plus 8, then I would get 22. So this is 22 centimeters. So since perimeter is a straight line, we don't put any squares on here. We're not talking about any cubes. Perimeter is just a straight line. Now, just to show you, every single one of these would work. I'm going to use the one on the bottom, my preferred perimeter formula. So if I say that the perimeter is equal to 2 times the length, which is 7, plus the width, which is 4. So that means perimeter is equal to 2 times 11. So that means the perimeter is equal to 22 centimeters. So that one works. And if I, just to show you, if I came up here and added, for this final formula right there, if I added 7 plus 4, so 7 plus 4, I would get 11, plus 7 plus 4, that would be 11 again. You can see at 11, 11 is 22. So that works. Perimeter is simply adding up the sides because it's a line around the figure. I hope that this clears up any confusion that you might have.